Thank you, Concordia. Thank the Taoiseach for his reply. Taoiseach, I think it's important that at every European Council, the EU should make it clear to the Russian leadership the need for them to demonstrate a clear political commitment to stop actions against the EU, its member states, and also importantly against third countries that are east of the European Union. We need full implementation of the Minsk agreements. I think it's important that the EU intensifies its cooperation with eastern partners, and I can well appreciate that at this particular time EU enlargement is not a priority due to so many other pressing issues, but is one that should be advanced as incrementally as possible. In that context, Taoiseach, and from a national point of view, I welcome the expansion of the Irish global footprint, particularly with the opening of the Irish embassy in the Ukraine, and I hope that you would be able to give a commitment in the not too distant future to the opening of an embassy in Tbilisi in Georgia. I think it's very important in that respect. And when we think of those two countries, Ukraine and Georgia, they have suffered from the occupation by Russian and also human rights violations, and it's not acceptable. And nowadays we have non-military warfare, we have cyber attacks, we have disinformation and propaganda, and all of these issues need to be tackled and dealt with in a very serious manner, because they are continuous, serious incidents of aggression. Taoiseach, just with regard to the Northern Ireland Protocol, I think it's very important, and I represent two of the southern Ulster counties, and a lot of businesses cross-border, and a lot of our companies are interdependent. The economy north and south is interdependent. The EU must continue to honour its agreement, but we also must ensure that the best possible efforts are made to remove all obstacles to trade, because any disruption to trade in Northern Ireland is disrupting the economy throughout the entire country. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Brendan Smith was the first out. I think I take your point in relation to the Russian situation. I think there was a good meeting and a good discussion, both at a prior council meeting at some length of time, and I think the point has been made. The 5 principles that govern the European Union's approach in the relationship is the full implementation of the Minsk agreements, strengthen relations with Eastern partner countries, and that was reiterated at the last council meeting. And quite a number of member states articulated the need to reach out and engage with Eastern partner countries and other countries, indeed, of Central Asia. Strengthening EU resilience to Russian threats, that is a key principle. Selective engagement then with Russia on certain issues, such as counter-terrorism, climate change, and of course support for people-to-people contacts. Now, those are the 5 principles that govern EU member states and the European Union generally in its relationship with Russia. The need for a unified approach across the European Union is also extremely important. Ireland supports an openness to selective engagement in certain areas, particularly climate security, Iran and Syria. But we believe that the pacing of that engagement is key, because I think the behaviour of Russia in recent times in many areas, I think, as we all know, has been unacceptable. So that's where the meeting is at the moment. I think there's further work to be done. The High Representative Borrell produced a very good comprehensive report on the status of the relationship with Russia right now, and where he sees it going forward. The general consensus was that we would pace the engagement, but also see what's the best model for engagement from the European Union with the European Union. On the protocol, and sorry, in terms of the global footprint, I do take your point in relation to Tbilisi. And I will engage with the Minister for Foreign Affairs in respect of that. As you say, the Ukraine, we're making progress.